So let me say this before I get started, right? Neighbor, thy neighbor. I have a couple of sweet neighbors. I have a couple of neighbors that mind their business. And I have some neighbors that sit on cloud nine and think they better than a motherfucker. The neighborhood neighbors. Let me say this, and this is geared towards you, neighbor. And if you ever run across this, you know who I'm talking about. And other people that's watching this for y'all, if they ever run across this, they know I'm talking about this on behalf of your behalf. But I have some neighbors, hey girl, how you doing, girl? And we catch up. I have some neighbors that'll just look at me. I have neighbors that ride by, and you know when your neighbor talking about you, they ride by with their husband or whoever they ride with, and they hit their brakes real slow, and they looking at your motherfucking house instead of keeping their head straight going to their motherfucking house. Y'all know, son. Y'all, come on, you know these neighbors. Well, let me tell you something, neighbor. You know, this is the thing, y'all. Y'all see people out. First impression is to impress people. People ain't gonna come outside looking no any kind of way. People ain't gonna let the world get them down, or people ain't gonna let the world know they getting them down. People gonna fix themselves up, right? Yeah, that's what they gonna do. They gonna go out into society and they gonna blend in with society. Ain't that what they gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. Because if you weak, then people that's weaker than you will jump on you. Okay? When people get off from work and they come home and they pull their cars in their driveway, or they park in front of their house and they shut their door, and you watch them go up to their door and they turn their key and they go inside their house, right? That's all you see of your neighbor. When neighbor shut that door, you don't know what the fuck going on with neighbor. Whew. I wished I had a witness. I wished I had a witness. You don't know what neighbor going through. You don't know if neighbor's sick. You don't know when neighbor shut that door, if neighbor going to a deep depression. You don't know if spiritual warfare is attacking neighbor. You don't know what the fuck going on with your neighbor. And you ain't making it no better. I see you, baby. You retired. You got your husband. Y'all doing this shit, and y'all got work around the clock. Y'all can have folks come lie on the grass. They can, in the wintertime, they come get up the snow and ice, and you got somebody come clean and modify your house. I see you, baby. Y'all retired and y'all living a good life. But everybody don't have that going on. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason why people know what's going on with me is because I'm on here. I'm opening my doors to people that I love, to show people how life really works. Other than that, people would see me and swear I got it going on. But people don't know when I come in here. A lot of times I'm sick. I'm sick physically. And I'm sick from what people have physically done to me. I'm sick from what people have spiritually done to me. I'm still removing roots and hexes on me that was applied to me more than 10 or 15 years ago. And then I turn around, I got new hexes coming on me. I'm trying to fight them off. I got to go to work and fight 1,000 people off. You don't know what the fuck neighbor going through, neighbor. You some sense that you talking about somebody, neighbor? Why don't you come over here and help somebody? Send your crew over here or something. And ask neighbor what's going on. Have some compassion about yourself, neighbor. Have some love about yourself, neighbor. But see, that's your problem. You so high and mighty. You see what I'm saying? You don't understand, but you understand, but you hoping ain't nobody else understand because you came here from another city. You once was me. didn't just jump up having all these things. You didn't just jump up being able to handle your business. These things take time, and you know this, neighbor. You see what I'm saying? When I come in my house and shut my door, you don't know what diseases I'm trying to riddle and run off. You don't know what diseases then plague my mind. You don't know what diseases then plague my organs. You don't know what diseases then plague my soul. You don't know what diseases then plague my muscles. You don't know nothing about me to make the silent assumptions that you make. But then you wonder why I don't speak to you. You don't even know who your neighbor is, neighbor. You don't even know you looking at the lighthouse, neighbor. And you don't know who I am and taking requests for your judgment, neighbor. You don't know nothing about me. But that's all right. That's all right. Keep on judging because you're doing your job. But one day you're going to wake up and find out who you judging, and you're going to find out you made a big mistake. Love your neighbor. Mwah. Love thy neighbor.